For part C, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at the cell structures and you're going to draw them on Cami, which is going to need a stylus, I think. So make sure that you have that handy. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on the microalgae. You're going to get it focused in. Okay, so there you can see in the fine focus, but I'm going to magnify it up to 400x so that I can see those. Oh, I went the wrong way. So now it's getting clearer. There we go. Okay, so now I can look at those. I'm going to draw a couple of these cells, probably like one or two. Okay, and then what it's going to ask you is what sort of organelles does it have in common with the allodia, maple, and root hairs, which you'll look at next. So the first thing is you're going to draw this and you're going to know what organelles it has, like chloroplast, nucleus, vacuole, cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm. Then you're going to go back to the landscape and you're going to choose the allodia leaf and you're going to do the same thing and you're going to draw one to two cells for the allodia leaf right here, the maple leaf right here, and the root hair, which is right here. So you're going to draw those first, noting what organelles they have in common and which ones they have in that are missing. Then what you're going to do is you're going to click on the protist sample, and we're going to look at that under the microscope, okay? And these guys are moving around like crazy. So let's see if we can see what these protists look like, which are pretty cool. They're microorganisms, which is why oftentimes people don't appreciate them because we just don't really know that they're there. And so I'm going to try the fine focus, but I don't think that's going to help me out. It still seems really blurry to me. So I'm trying to get that a little clearer. There we go. Now I'm going to magnify it a little bit more. Ooh, look at that. Okay. So when I magnify it, this right here, if you notice, if I've got to move the stage to the left because I want to focus on the amoeba. So I'm going to answer the questions about the amoeba and how it used those pseudopods or pseudopodium, which you can see if we move this over and a little bit down, we can read all of those. Okay, maybe if it's easier. No, we can't see the labels at 100x. Okay, so answer the questions about the amoeba. Then we're going to slide over to the right. Let's take a look at the euglena with its little flagellum helping it move. And then the last comparison is going to be the paramecium, which is right here. And so it's going to ask you some similar questions about what are they using to move? And you can see that movement here in the lower magnification. The last step on part C is going to be looking at E. coli, which is a bacteria, and taking a look at those. We saw those in one of the previous sections. And you can see when I move my coarse focus, it's moving the microscope stage up and down. That's bringing that into a clearer focus. So I'm going to use the fine adjustment, see if I can make that a little clearer. And then I'm going to get really clear up at a higher magnification. But notice how tricky it is to get that really clear. Okay, and so then of course I can click on any of these to find out information about them. Okay, and what you'll notice is that it doesn't say nucleus, it says nucleoid. That's just DNA. So that should give you a clue whether this is a prokaryotic or eukaryotic cell. So that concludes part C. And we'll move on to part D in just a few moments.